Hola. Welcome to the Wolf Pack. My name is Sanders83 and welcome back to Deaf School. Sorry I'm doing this one day after day, night after night, but I figured the sooner I get these videos, every last video needed for this done, the sooner I can move on to other things, the rest of this stuff, these sort of things. So please sit tight and enjoy this, I guess. Anyways, without that out of the way, let's enjoy this. We stand together as the reality of Mako's ominous prediction settles in on us. We don't have enough time left to keep starting our search over every time we leave a room. No, I'm going to fix this up a little. That's better. This will have to do, I guess. Do we have another option? If there's an alternative, I'm more than happy to try it. What can we do, though? There's no other way. There's no way to stop the school from changing. If we can mark the individual classrooms the way that we did our base, I'll be able to sense their locations no matter how they shift.
Wait, you can do that? Wait, why didn't you just say something before?
It's not an easy task, but under the circumstances, I think it's important to try. This is probably going to be a huge strain on her. What should I say? This sounds like our best option. She's right. We have to do whatever it takes to get up here before sunrise. Yep, it's the only way. Will you be okay? I'll manage. We'll all have to be here to support you. Just let us know if there's anything you need. Thank you. Getting us out of here alive will be enough for me. Don't push yourself too hard, Mako. So, you're saying we can set more beacons? Like you did in the home economics room? How? You're the one who gave me the idea, actually. I did? How? I can sense the location of another room already. Something connected to you and Sand. There's an emotional beacon in place. There is? That must be the music room. We were talking about old times. Oh, I get it. When we were in the music room and Ray started reminiscing about our old past there, that must have left some sort of emotional residue Mako couldn't sense.
Let me get this straight. We enter our room and we have a strong memories and concentrate really hard on those memories. You'll be able to track the room's location?
Yes, it will be difficult as more rooms are marked, but I should be able to manage long enough for us to search the other rooms.
That's wild.
We should go in pairs again. Does anyone have any preferences about who to be paired with? Keeping in mind that you hunt to find places you have strong memories of?
Let me go with Sand this time.
That's fine with me. We've spent enough time together that we should be able to find at least one room we can mark for Mako.
Akira and I should be able to place. Akira and I should be able to place some emotional beacons or whatever you said. Right, Akira? Indeed.
Fine. Then I'm with Mako. Sanatsumi, check the first floor. Saki and Akira, take the second floor. And we'll go to the third floor. As the others head toward the stairs. Natsumi slings her arm around my shoulders.
Now that it's just you and me, Sand?
Together. We should be able to mark some rooms for Mako to track.
Is that the only reason you think I wanted us to be paired up this time?
It isn't?
Not quite. I just wanted us to be alone together, you know?
Wait a minute. Is she flirting with me? At a time like this? I guess Natsumi takes opportunities wherever she sees them. She slides her arms down to be around my waist, instead bringing the two of us even closer. How should I respond? Doesn't she understand how serious this is? Our situation is. Stay focused, Natsumi. This isn't a good time. Huh? We are here to search for the fourth key and create beacons for Mako to detect. That's it.
Fine, jeez. I didn't know I was teaming up with such a grouch.
Hey, if we were in such a situation where we have until sunrise the next morning to get out before we get crushed by darkness or something, then I probably would accept it. Anyways, Most of it. She removes her arm from around my waist and shakes her head. Let's go. We start checking the rooms around us, although Natsumi grumbles from time to time. She doesn't make any more comments about us being alone together. Thank God. Soon our search comes to an end. Natsumi and I were able to mark several places, such as the classroom where the literature club meets and rooms where we had class together. Thank you. I can sense the emotional residue you left behind. She and Ray are sitting together with Ray's map spread out on the desk in front of them. They've crossed out several more rooms. Could you tell us which rooms you've checked? And if you attempted to mark one, please let me know which emotions I should be sensing. We do so and Ray marks off each one. Mako adds a special symbol by the rooms we successfully marked. Now you'll be able to tell us which ones these are? Yes. The next time we search, I will know if the room behind that door is one we've already checked. That's going to save us so much time. Saki and Akira arrive next and go through the same process with Mako, filling in even more of the map. Good! Between all of us, we've marked a significant number of rooms. This should cut down our search times immensely, although we still have to. She trails off as she stares at the map. Uh-oh. Well, that doesn't sound good.
What happened? What is it? What happened?
This is the one thing I didn't expect. What's wrong? We've checked every room. Huh? She waves her hand at the map. Look. While only some of the rooms are marked as having beacons, every single one is either crossed off or marked as having one of the free keys we've already found. I don't understand it. How is this possible? How could we have checked every room without finding the key? And maybe I have a theory. It must be in an area not included on the map. What sort of stupid map doesn't show the whole building? I don't know. Is that even possible? No, Santa's right. This map mainly shows the classrooms in simple areas, which mean there are still a couple spots we haven't checked. Then we still have some hope. That's right. The fourth key must be in one of those spots. We've looked everywhere else. We should search outside in the courtyard. That's still contained within the walls, so it's fair game. There's also the basement. Oh, that sounds like fun. It's a fun time. Can we just skip that? We must find the fourth key as soon as possible. I agree. Let's go to the courtyard. Outside, it feels so surreal to think we can't reach the street visible just outside the school grounds. I half expect to see a crowd of people looking in at us, but no one is there. It's like we're trapped in our own little world, cut off from everything else. We need to search the courtyard. I do not sense any danger out here. With Mako's reassurance in mind, we split up and began searching the school grounds for anything out of place. Come on, the key has to be here somewhere. Unfortunately, there was no sign of it. After an hour of searching, we meet up at the school's entrance again.
Is it time to start panicking? Because this feels like an appropriate time to panic.
We aren't giving up yet.
Guess we have to search the basement after all. This just keeps getting better and better.
While the basement itself isn't on Ray's map, its door is. She opens it and we look at the stairs leading down into darkness. We can't avoid it. We need to see if the fourth key is down there. Is this it? Will we finally be able to escape? I do not sense any immediate danger from the basement.
Even so, going down into the basement of a haunted school is a terrible idea.
He's right. Don't you people watch horror movies? I've been looking in the basement before, so I know what things should look like. I'll go. What? You're going down there alone? Mako says it's safe, right? Yes. I'll take a quick peek around while you guys stay up here and make sure nothing happens. If anything looks out of place, I'll shout up. She starts for the basement stairs. Everyone else shifts uncomfortably, but no one makes a move to follow her. I can tell no one else wants to enter the basement, regardless of Mako's reassurances. Sending one person down there is alone. Alone is so dangerous. Even when we split up before, we always went in pairs. What should I do? I force away my concerns. Mako will warn Saki if there's any danger, and I don't want to go into the basement unless I have to. Here's hoping she finds the key. We wait together in tense silence as Saki descends into the basement. Mako stands near the top of the stairs, eyes closed as if she's concentrating. She must want to make absolutely sure she doesn't miss anything. Soon the sound of Saki's footsteps fades. The seconds stretch into minutes, and as each minute passes, my anxiety my stomach twists with anxiety. Only silence comes from the basement below. What will we do if she doesn't come back? How long will we wait? A muffled cry from the basement makes my heart leap in the throat. Saki! Oh no, we shouldn't have let her go alone. We stand together for several tense, agonizing minutes, but then we hear her footsteps down below again. Soon Saki emerges into the light, pulling cobwebs out of her hair and dusting it off. I'm sorry, the key isn't down there. At least you're safe. That's the most important thing. Are you kidding? If we don't find the fourth key, none of us will be safe. There must be something where else we haven't checked yet, right? Ray glances at Mako, who shakes her head with a somber expression. I'm afraid we've checked everywhere. Either there's a secret room we don't know about, or we missed a key in one of the rooms we already searched. We searched everywhere, but we still don't have the fourth key. Is there a secret room not listed on Ray's map? Will we need to start our search all over again? With sunrise only hours away, do we have any hope of escape in time? Find out in the next chapter. Yes. I almost feel bad for her, but at least I don't have to do more people that die. That means the less voices I have to do. What are we going to do? We can't start all over again. How would we even find a secret room anyway? Don't panic. I have a plan. A real plan. A real plan, or are you just saying that to make us feel better? A real plan. Wait, she does? Ray actually thought of something that can save us? What is it? Let's go back to our base and I'll explain it. In the home ec room, Ray sits down with Mako and she starts going over their map of the school. She makes a few more notes and then turns to the rest of us. It appears as though the school's layouts change without rhyme or reason, but I think there might actually be a pattern to it. A pattern? Yes, since this place is filled with tricks and riddles, figuring out the pattern might be necessary to find the fourth key. Even if there is a pattern, we have no way of knowing it has anything to do with the key. Do you have a better plan? Well, no. But isn't it a bit much to start looking for this pattern when we don't even know if it will help us? What should I say? Ray's plan is worth a try. Anything is worth a try at this point. But what if we just end up wasting more time? I know the plan seems dubious, but it's the best we have right now. Besides, Ray is good with patterns. If she sees a pattern here, there probably really is one. Thank you. For as long as I can remember, she's been able to notice patterns where other people couldn't. Sometimes I wonder if it plays into her sense of order and control. What do you want us to do? We need to split up again and check each floor again. What? And this time, pay attention to the locations of the rooms we didn't mark the last time. I want to be able to compare the entire school's layout to what it was before. The entire school's layout? It won't be as difficult as it sounds. Since we marked several rooms, I was able to tell Ray their current positions. There really are only a handful of rooms we still need to check. Sand, you're with me. I'd like to search the third floor again. Haven't you taken the third floor every time we split up? Exactly, I'm looking for that pattern. She splits us up into pairs and tells each pair which rooms they don't have to check, since Mako already has those rooms already located already. Ugh, can't speak. Although there's only one make, they make rough sketches of the floors each pair is searching. Ray seems to know what she's doing, so maybe this plan will work after all. I wish I felt as confident as she sounds. Alright, does anyone know what they're doing? Keep an eye out for the key, if it's possible, but make sure to label each unknown room. That's the main goal of this mission. Let's go. Here we are again. Just the two of us. All alone in the third floor hallway. She opens the door where we found the music room before. This time it opens up onto a cozy looking room I assume is the teacher's lounge? Ray nods and makes a note on her map. Do you really think we'll learn something this way? I do. She opens up another door that was a bathroom before. This time, revealing a classroom. She marks that down as well. We should have done this from the start. What? Pay attention to how the rooms were moving? Yes, why didn't I realize this might be important? That might be important. I'm still wondering how she came to this conclusion in the first place. It still seems random to me. That's the other thing we should have done from the start. Each pair should have constantly checked the same floor every time. You mean because you went back to the third floor the second time? That's how you noticed there might be a pattern? Exactly. All the rooms seem different, though. Exactly. What? Exactly. Please, stop saying exactly. She opens the next unknown door, marks down another classroom, and then looks over her map again. Yes, I see it. There really is a pattern here. There is? Where? How? The rooms are changing every time, but if we kept going back to this floor often enough, they'd eventually fall back into the same places. She holds out the map for me to see and begins pointing from room to room, along with notes she scribbled alongside it. They're moving based on a pattern. It's not easy to pick up because they're changing both floor and position. But when you compare them like this, she starts drawing arrows on the map. I bet when we talk to Saki, they'll tell us that this room here was the room with the trapped floor panels, because that's where it falls next in the pattern, you see? I hate to admit it when Ray is beaming at me like that, clearly so delighted with what she's discovered. But I honestly had trouble following her explanation. Her shoulders sag. Sorry, I didn't mean to, sorry. She talls and hurries down the hallway. Hey, wait. I catch up to her. I don't see the pattern, but there's no reason for you to apologize. Right. What's wrong? It's nothing. She stares down at the floor, avoiding my gaze. I just got so excited, because the pattern worked out the way it was supposed to. No one gets that excited for something so silly. I understand. You've apologized. I've always been good with patterns. Why are you apologizing for it now? Because normal people don't react like that. She turns away and hunches her shoulders. And I know you'd like it better if I was more like normal people. Me? It's true, isn't it? I've been your friend for years. When I reacted to something like that, you wish you weren't the only one standing next to the weirdo crying out in delight over a stupid pattern. I can hear in her voice that she's embarrassed. Not so much because of her excitement itself, but because I was here to witness it. Ray loves puzzles and riddles and finding patterns. She's the only person I know who has her own map of the school. It would be a lie to say Ray is like everyone else. I never realized how she worried so much about how I felt about it, though. Tell me, Sand. Be honest. So that's it, huh? When Ray said something like that, she really wants an honest answer. No hedging, no half-truths, just direct honesty. How do I honestly feel when Ray gets so excited? It's pretty weird. Her shoulders sag further, but she nods. Yeah, I figured you'd say something like that. I'm sorry. You said you wanted an honest answer. I did. Thank you for telling me the truth. She looks at her map and lets out a long sigh. Come on, we should finish checking the rooms. Although she continues to make notes as we check each unknown room, she's much more subdued for the rest of our search. It's a relief when we're finally ready to join the others. Once everyone is back at the home ec room, the others share the results with Ray, who continues to make notes on the map. By the time she's finished, it's covered with circles and arrows. What the heck is all that? I figured out the pattern how the rooms move. I see. You'll be able to accurately predict where each room will be every time they shift? That's great and all, but didn't we want to avoid searching the entire school again? Yes. Since there's a pattern, my hope is there's also a larger puzzle to the school based on it. If we solve the puzzle, we'll know where to look. Isn't that a whole lot to hope for? What if the evil force just likes to be orderly? Then at least it will be easier to search the school again. But we're running out of time. Ray suddenly sits up straight up, staring at the map. There. She points to one of the classrooms on the first floor. Notice anything? We look over at Ray's shoulder. The room she's pointing at to does stand out in one notable way now. There aren't any arrows pointing to or away from it. Hey, we checked that one this time. It's Mr. Tanaka's classroom. What's so special about it? It doesn't move. What? You mean this one classroom is always right there where it's supposed to be? As far as I can tell, yes, it doesn't obey the pattern like all the other rooms. What should I say? The fourth key must be in there! That's my hope. Hang on. It's just a regular classroom though. We checked it. There weren't any traps. Are you sure? She's correct. I did not detect any danger coming from that room. Well, I'd say this warrants checking it again. There's not much else we can do. This is our only plan, and we're running out of time. Sunrise is creeping on us. Ray, I hope you're right about this. We find the classroom exactly where it's supposed to be, just like Ray said it would be. See? It's just a classroom. I detect no danger here. Then let's search the room. Stay alert, just in case there's a trap waiting for a specific trigger. Like the atomical model that got Ai. The memory makes me shudder, but I start searching the classroom like everyone else. It looks so normal, like class could start up at any moment. Aha! Her delighted cry makes us all turn around. She's standing by the teacher's desk, staring at it with a triumphant expression. Did you find something? Oh. The desk drawer is sealed shut, so there's no keyhole, so there must be another way to unlock it. She begins clearing things off the desk and uncovers an electronic keyboard underneath a stack of papers. This is all we need to do is figure out the right combination. Great, this is going to take forever. Do we have long enough to try all the possible combinations? Is it even safe? You all could help me, you know. I don't know the first thing about solving puzzles like this. I'll stay on guard for any sign of danger in case the lock is trapped. Looks like those two won't be helping Ray any rate. What should I do? I'll let her solve it alone. Sorry. I'm not into this puzzle thing, really. I'm no good at solving puzzles, so I hang back and watch as Ray works her way through various number of combinations. Akira and Saki put in a half-hearted attempt at helping her, although they don't seem to know what to do. Ray eventually finds the code, but that leads to another puzzle, and then another. It takes a long time, but she finally solves every puzzle, and opens the desk drawer. Well, that was annoying. She reaches into the drawer and pulls out an ornate key. This is it! Now we can get out of here! Nice! Let's go! We raced together to the door Nanako showed us. Finally, we're getting out of here. What do you... help! I whirl around in response to Natsumi's sudden scream, but I'm not prepared for what I see. Akira has Natsumi pinned against him, and he's holding a knife to her throat. Akira has betrayed us. But why? We finally have all 4 keys. What is he doing? How can we stop him? Find out in the next chapter. Right, okay. So, good news. We found the 4th key. And we also now have a way out. Bad news is one of our own betrayed us. So, that's going to be it for this episode. So thank you all so much for watching. See you next time. For now, bye guys.